So I'm going to do one example of a system of linear inequalities, and I'm going to keep it to just 3 of them because of space. Obviously it could be many more, but the first step should be to solve each inequality for y. The one in red there is already solved for y, so we don't have to do anything with it. So let's just move on to the blue one, and I'm going to subtract 3x to both sides. And then divide by a -2, remembering to flip my inequality. And the green one, going to add 5x to the other side. And then divide by -1. And so now we have our slope and y-intercept information for each. The slope for the red one is 1/2. The y-intercept is 0, 0. The slope for the blue one is 3/2. The y-intercept is 0, -2. And finally the green one has a slope of -5 and a y-intercept of 0, -1. So I'm going to take this information and plot it on a graph and see where all the shading ends up. So all I'm going to do is graph each one of these with the information we found out on the last slide. So for the red one, I'm going to start at 0, 0, and has a slope of up 1 to the right 2. Or down 1 to the left 2. Okay, that's greater than and equal to, so that's a solid line. And it's going to be shaded above, and so I'm just going to put those there to remind myself so that it doesn't get too messy. The blue one, I'm going to start down at -2, and it has a positive 3/2 slope. And this one is dotted. That one is also shaded above, and so I'm going to put this part here just to remind myself. And finally the green one, we start at -1, and we have a -5 slope. And this one is solid. And it is shaded above, and so then this one is in this area. So the red one is shaded all above, so it's all in this area. The blue one is shaded above, so it's in all this area, and then the green one in this area. So you can see that if I expand their shades, the intersection of them is going to be in this area right here. And so that would mean that any coordinate that we choose in that triple shaded area should give us a solution. And so we might as well just check it out. Let's just try something easy. Looks like 1, 1 would be a good one to pick. And let's just see what we get when we choose 1, 1. So for the red line, we're saying 1 is greater than 1/2 times 1, which is true. The blue one, we're saying 1 is greater than -2. 3/2 times 1 is 3/2. Okay, so that would be 1 being greater than -1/2, so we're good still. And the green one, 1 is greater than -1 minus 5, which is -6, and so we're happy. And that's how you find the solution to a system of inequalities. Just graph the lines, shade, and look for where all the shades intersect.